What I'd like to share with you today is all about the blessings that I've been noticing during my cancer surgery. It's been a big deal. You know, so the stuff I've been through has been a big deal. And it's so easy just to feel down and to like not really notice the good stuff that's going on around you. So I decided to take pause and share with you some key blessings that I really have been noticing during my cancer surgery. If you're going through this, I hope this uplifts you. But otherwise, you may be able to help someone else through this, through what you hear from me. So firstly, this was a thing that I was experiencing during chemo, was I got neuropathy in my legs and my feet. And while you can live with neuropathy, it's exhausting because, like for me, my legs ached like crazy, my feet ached. I'd have to get up and like walk on cold tile to help ease my feet and so on. So anyway, fast forward, I just recently had a double mastectomy surgery, and then, you know, they kept me in for one night, and then I came home, and you know, what used to help me a lot, even though it wasn't his favorite thing to do, was my husband would rub my feet. And even though he didn't like to do it, he did it, right? So so what I didn't even notice that the neuropathy in my legs was completely gone. I didn't even notice it. And I didn't even notice that it was almost completely gone with my feet too. And so one evening, Doug looked at me and he said, you know, you haven't asked me to rub your feet. And he like ducked, hoping I wouldn't ask. But then I said, you know, it's amazing. The neuropathy is gone in my legs. So the strangest miracle happened from having the surgery, you know, on my boobs, right? Nothing to do with my legs. That the neuropathy has almost completely gone away from it has gone away from my legs and almost completely from my feet. So I call that a blessing. That's a blessing for sure. So the next blessing, as I look back over the whole journey that I want to share, is that I have tended to attract people with a sense of humor. Now, this is my favorite way of being, is noticing what's humorous in life, where I can like find lightness in it, even if it's serious. And so, for example, the first doctor I interacted with is my oncologist, and she is a kick. She's obviously not a kid, but she's a younger woman, and she has this fantastic lightness and sense of humor, which is my ideal person. Many years ago, both of my parents are passed now, but my dad went through lung cancer. And I mean, it was quite serious. Not many people had any kind of sense of humor at all until he was treated by doctors at Cedars-Sinai in Los Angeles, where what they do is amazing. It's so brilliant. They hold parties, annual celebrations for cancer survivors, for all, no matter how well or sick they are, for everyone who they're still treating or have ever treated. It's amazingly brilliant thing to do, like balloons and party. I mean, big deal. So so Dr. Hassan, my oncologist, has been my light. Honestly, she has been incredible. No matter like how serious the conversation was, we would find something to laugh at about it. It's been amazing, absolutely amazing. Also, so I just, as I said, had a double mastectomy, and I woke up post-surgery to my nurse being in my room, a man, and he started chatting with me the minute I woke up. I'm obviously not rushing me anywhere, but just to, you know, help me actually wake up. And he made me laugh as I was coming out of, you know, the sleep that I'd been in. It was amazing. And I stayed overnight, and he was the same the next morning before I, you know, left the hospital. It just makes all the difference in the world. It was wonderful for me, absolutely wonderful. So the hugest blessing of all, I mean, all of these are big, is my husband, Doug. He has been by my side every single step of the way. He's taken me to every doctor's appointment. He's just been there for everything, and he's actually been patient. It's not his natural way. I'm much more patient than he is, but he's been miraculous with me. He's been miraculous, and I tell him every day how valiant he is. I tell him all the time. I'm very, very blessed, because I know that not all women have this level of support. I used to see it in the cancer center. So anyway, so another huge blessing was that we were able to get permission to travel in between things. And we took a 2-week trip to Spain, where our very good friends are retired. And we did sort of day trips from where they live, from southern Spain. It was absolutely fantastic. And I did more walking than I think I've ever done in my life. It was very, very special. Like, you know, at the time when you wouldn't think to travel, I actually got permission from all the doctors to do it. And it was a fantastic trip. So that was a wonderful blessing, because I'd been, you know, like chemo for months, and not done much, gone anywhere, right? You know, like that. So it was huge. The travel was a little challenging, long flights. But apart from that, it was really, really fantastic, fantastic. And my fifth and final blessing to share on this list today is like how many friends and colleagues have stayed in touch with me. They check in with me through all manners of communication. You know, now we have so many ways of communicating, not just the phone. And they check in with me. They send cards, they send flowers, on and on and on for all this time. I so appreciate it, and I consider this a huge blessing, because every one of these contacts, whether it's a call or a card or whatever it is, flowers, it uplifts me and makes my day every single time. So they're my 5 blessings for today.